Let's see, I want to buy a game today. Oh, here we go. Star Ocean till the end of time. Oh, $10, nice. Alright, have my $10 here. So, yeah, I'd like to buy Star Ocean. Alright, you want to buy Star Ocean till the end of time? Alright, that'll be $200. Wait, 200? That makes no sense, it's priced at 10. Yeah, the $10 price is US price. You're paying in Canadian, so it's 200. Right. Hello everyone, thanks for watching to a level here with kind of fun little video. So, a few days ago, you nerds did a $100 challenge where they had to build a solid kind of library of games for, you know, if you're just starting off out with a new console and all that, new or retro, whatever. And yeah, they tackled the Super Nintendo. Now, I was going to do Super Nintendo, but yeah, I just don't have very many games now. I could easily gone on PriceCharting.com and just picked out ones that I would choose and all that, but I want to choose games that I actually have, so I am starting with PS2, but for Super Nintendo I actually have very many Super Famicom games because I have the Retron 5 and I use English patches on there, so I can play the games in English, though, you know, Nerd gave me a hard time for that because I still remember the one comment on one of my pickup videos where I talked about that and they said like, well, just flip a coin and figure out how to do it, and it's like, yeah, I'm too dumb to even flip a coin, sorry. But yeah, I thought this would be fun, so I'm doing PS2 first, but if you really want me to do Super Famicom, like if you don't mind me doing that, since I can talk about a ton of RPGs for people to pick up through Super Famicom and all that, along with a few other ones, since those games are much cheaper than the ones we have here, let me know for sure. And yeah, hope this is okay. Hope Nerd, I hope you approve of me doing PS2 first because I have way more games. This is a lot easier for me to try and do, so I hope this is okay. Now, they forced me to do this. They said, you better do a response video on this because otherwise we're going to tell people that you actually hate RPGs entirely, and I couldn't allow that. No. So I have to do this. I have to. So, yeah, also, yeah, just be prepared to. Lighting's kind of bad here, so yeah, I'm kind of two-faced right now. Bright on this side, dark on this side, you know, see how much I can fix that once I edit all this and all that, but yeah, just so you know. And sorry, forgot to turn off my TV if it wants to turn off. Apparently it doesn't. Okay, I put batteries in, so hold on. There we go. Apparently it did not like that angle. So yeah, it's a bit darker. So yeah, it was kind of tough because yeah, what I'm doing is using PriceCharting.com, as well. Price charting isn't the most reliable source to do this $100 challenge. Is probably the most reliable, you know, it's kind of the one that a lot of us use and all that, so yeah, some games you'll get for cheaper, others might be a bit more expensive, just so you know. Also, I'm recording this like, September 26th, 27th, whatever day. So, you know, price charting can change over time, and because I'm Canadian, to make this even harder, I'm using Canadian prices off price charting, so yeah, you know, our dollar is pretty bad, pretty much, you know, every Canadian dollar is like 75 cents US, so $100 would be $75 US, and so it was a bit challenge as, you know, some games I had to not include, which pay me with these two in particular because, you know, they're not super expensive, but it's pretty tough still, where, yeah, there's PsyOps I had to opt out on because what I wanted to do too is, since these are disc-based games, I want to include all complete in box stuff, even if I don't have the manual for some of these. I still want to include the prices for complete in box and all that, so yeah. But this game, fantastic, and then Dragon Quest VIII I really wanted to include, but it's about $41 Canadian, so yeah, just couldn't quite include it, and yeah, so does pay me, but got quite a few great games, and actually, I'm going to start back here, because there's one game you need that's definitely, you know, something within the budget of 100. It's Xenosaga 3. No, Do You Nerd did this with Chrono Trigger, which this game, not quite as expensive, I'm pretty sure. A loose copy of Chrono Trigger on Super Nintendo is even more than this complete in box, but yeah, still, I don't know. I want to brag, okay? I don't have much in life. Let's begin. So, because I'm an RPG guy, I chose 2 Western ones and then 1 JRPG. So, with the Western ones, you know, I chose Summoner 1 and 2. So, really enjoy both of these games, which, yeah, I just have to remove some of these stickers at some point. But, yeah, really enjoyed both of these, and they're pretty cheap, both of them, and yeah. Really enjoyed the first Summoner. Actually, both of these games remind me of Dragon Age Origins and then Dragon Age 2 because they're very similar. Like, Summoner plays a lot like Dragon Age Origins, where Summoner 2 plays a lot like Dragon Age 2, but unlike where Dragon Age Origins was way superior to Dragon Age 2, Summoner, still a great game, but I do think Summoner 2 is even better. But yeah, fantastic games if you want, you know, pretty deep RPGs that keep you busy, you know, and yeah, really enjoy both of these games. And yeah, I'll put the prices up for how much they are because I kind of forget what each one is priced at, so yeah, I'll just put all the prices up, and then yeah, we'll do the total at the end. Like, I calculated everything, obviously, just I kind of forget. Now, the JRPG I chose, which this was hard because a lot of JRPGs kind of tough to choose on PS2. I should also mention I kind of left out a lot of games that have been re-released or remastered in some way, especially if the remaster did things much more superior or better or added a few things, so I didn't include things like Final Fantasy X or Kingdom Hearts because, again, I find like the HD remasters are the way to go for those games, so yeah, just so you know. But this one, it was re-released on PS4, but because it's pretty much the same game, I still want to include it, and this version is cheaper because a lot of those digital old PS2 games on PS4, PS5, whatever, are pretty expensive, but we have Star Ocean till the end of time. Now, you can buy the Greatest Hits version of this for much cheaper, but because I have COD, this version will just include the price for this, which I think was about like 19 some odd dollars, and yeah, fantastic game. My favorite Star Ocean of all time, and yeah, just a lot of fun things with it. You play as Faye too. Yeah, Kai is in this sort of colony area, but it gets attacked, so he has to flee and all that, and yeah, it's fantastic game because you can kind of create a bunch of items, and yeah, just a lot of addictive battles and mini games and all that. Absolutely love it. Now, I was thinking of including every one of these games, but because some of them can be a bit more pricey than others, I just included one. I included kind of my personal favorite, which is a lot of people's personal favorites, and I wanted to add a bit of a different title too for this. So we have an extreme sports title, SSX3. So yeah, this game is absolutely fantastic. Absolute blast to play, whether you enjoy sports or not. This is so fun to play. It's fast paced and just a ton of fun. It's something that I replay a lot, and it's something you can get for very cheap, complete in box. Then this one I chose 3 games in the whole series because every single one is so cheap, complete in box, whatever, and they are fantastic. I wish this series would return. It's too bad that the 4th game ruined it by becoming a Call of Duty clone, and I think you might know what I'm talking about. Socom 1, 2, and 3, fantastic games. Now, I'm not going to show gameplay for all, I'll just show gameplay for the 3rd one since this is my personal favorite, but yeah, these games are fantastic tactical shooters where you have to be patient, take your time, make sure, you're kind of scouting and all that. It's a lot slower paced of a shooter, but man, these games were so good, and yeah, I would love to see a return in those. Then the final 2 we have, because I was thinking of adding like Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, all that, but again, since they've been re-released quite a few times, even if we have the horrible definitive edition, yeah, sure, definitely buggy is what it should be called, but and because some of those games can be, would be a bit over kind of the budget of $100 Canadian, I went with something that's kind of, a combination of Grand Theft Auto and Driver and all that, and something I still enjoy to this day. Another game I would love to see a return of, but we sort of got that, I guess, with the VR title Blood and Truth from the company, London Studios that did make the sequel, which flopped badly, but yeah, it's the first Getaway game. So, this game's a bit dated by this point, but I still have a lot of fun with it, and again, it's super cheap. You can get for, like I said, put all the prices up, but yeah, still a really cool game, and yeah, where it's kind of celebration or inspired by a lot of London gang films and all that, and yeah, so you play in London doing all these kind of missions. It's not really open world, like the way the levels are structured feels a bit open world, but really it's kind of like point A to point B doing missions, but still quite a bit of fun with that one. Then the final one I chose is one that I really enjoy too. Again, a bit dated, but I think it's still very enjoyable and something you can get again for very cheap, and that's Mission Impossible Operation Surma. So yeah, they put a lot of effort into this game and all that, with a lot of the gadgets and takedowns and stealth and all that, and yeah, it would be nice to have more Mission Impossible games, because don't necessarily need Tom Cruise. Obviously, you're not going to get Tom Cruise in any of these because he licensed his own likeness and all that, but yeah, really enjoyed this game, and again, bit dated, but it's still really playable. So yeah, I think I chose quite a few solid titles here, because yeah, we have 9 different titles here, so yeah, really cool, you know, got quite a few shooters, some RPGs, a sports game, so yeah, this was a lot of fun to do, and with it being, you know, Canadian dollars, if you're in the US, you can buy PsyOps 2, or can remove one the games or two and buy Dragon Quest 8. So there you go for people in the US or other countries who have better dollars than we do here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to you nerd for setting this up and doing kind of open tag, and I'm going to do the same thing. If you want to do this type of video, then yeah, go for it, you know, and don't worry, you know, you don't have to tag me or anything, but I would love to know if you're doing one. Just leave a comment or stuff like that down below, just so I can check your videos out. And yeah, a lot of fun. I want to do this for other systems. Like I said, let me know about Super Famicom if you don't mind me tackling that, along with, you know, I want to do a lot of other games I have, like PS4, Xbox 360, those sort of things, because that would be fun, but it would be very hard because, you know, I have so many games for each of those systems that, yeah, it'd be a bit of a challenge to kind of be like, okay, which ones can I do for $100, right? And have a bit of variety. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Was a lot of fun. So yeah, again, thank you to you nerd for doing this, along with, you know, other people who've done videos, because yeah, Do You Nerd did a response video to someone else, and you know, so thank you for all those who started this, and for previous videos who've done this before too, you know, before doing this whole kind of just tagging and all that, you know, a lot of fun, and it's a great way to sort of help people build up a certain collection, right? Where to start, you know, great games to start with, and yeah, for, you know, just $100. So again, I hope you enjoyed, and let me know too, yeah, if you're going to PS2, other ones, or if you're not, let me know what games you would kind of recommend people start with when they're building a PS2 collection. So with that, there, Do You Nerd, I've done it. Don't spread a rumor about me not liking RPGs. I fulfilled everything here. We're done. Okay, we're cool?
Well, no.
We're cool. Okay. Bye, everyone.